The former Kenya Prime Minister Raila Odinga dies at 80 years of age. The Ugandan state it is, and this is the breaking story happening now in East Africa, and it's being the lead story in the world. Former Kenyan Prime Minister Raila Odinga has died at the age of 80, family sources have told the Ugandan States. Odinga died on Wednesday while receiving medical treatment at a hospital in India. India police told the AFP news agency that he was walking with family members and a personal doctor when he suddenly collapsed. He was rushed to a nearby hospital where he was declared dead. In the recent weeks, there has been speculation about his health, although family members and political allies had dismissed reports suggesting he was critically ill. Politicians and other leaders, including Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed, have been sending their condolences. A political mobilizer and towering figure in Kenyan politics, Odinga ran successfully for the presidency 5 times. He rejected the results on each occasion, often saying that victory had been stolen from him. He was vindicated by Kenya's highest court after the 2017 elections, when it annulled Uhuru Kenyatta's victory and ordered fresh polls. However, he boycotted the rerun, demanding electoral reforms. The disputed election of 2007, in which Odinga claimed he was cheated of his victory by Mwai Kibaki, led to the biggest crisis in Kenya's history. Violence erupted around the country, resulting in 1,200 deaths, and about 600,000 people were forced to flee their homes. To resolve the crisis, a power-sharing agreement was brokered by former UN Secretary General Kofi Annan, leading to the formation of a unity government in which Odinga became the prime minister. He has often reconciled with the incumbent president after contagious elections. After his most recent defeat in 2022, he later joined President Ruto in a so-called broad-based government, which brought several of his allies into key positions. He defended the move as necessary for national unity, coming in the aftermath of watershed national protests last year that culminated in the storming of parliament. Dozens of protesters were killed in confrontations with security officers. The Ruto administration backed Odinga's bid to become chairperson of the African Union Commission in elections held earlier this year. Despite strong regional support, he lost to Djibouti's Mahmoud Ali Yusuf. Odinga inspired a passionate and loyal following throughout his political career, especially in Western Kenya, where he was from. His supporters called him Baba, meaning father, Agwambo, act of God, and Tinga, meaning a tractor, drawn from his party symbols during the 1977 elections. He was widely regarded as a master strategist and mass mobilizer, often drawing huge crowds to his political rallies, and he had a deep ability to connect with the ordinary people. He'll be remembered for his unwavering fight for democratic freedoms and human rights. He was a former political prisoner and holds the record for being Kenya's longest-serving detainee. His struggle against one-party dictatorship saw him detained twice, from 1982 to 1988, those were 6 years, and 1989 to 1991, those were 2 years, during the rule of Daniel Arap Moi. He was initially imprisoned for trying to stage a coup in 1982, which propelled him onto the national stage. That is Raila Odinga for you. And may his soul rest in eternal peace, Baba Raila Odinga. People in Kenya, I know you're mourning, and you are not going to be left the same. Kenyan politics will not be left the same after the departure of Raila Odinga, not by his will, but by the will of God, and we are here to wait and see who is obviously going to be coming in through to replace Raila Odinga, who has been the candor of the opposition and the oppressed in Kenya for a very long period of time. I've gone ahead to see Babu Owino coming out on several interviews, claiming that he deserves to be the leader of the ODM. You know, the ODM is the political party of Raila Odinga. Now, we wait to see how things really pan out, as also Kenya heads into another critical moment where Ruto will come back, and we don't know who is obviously going to be fronted by the opposition in here. I'm going to be bringing you the latest news and information as far as everything is really concerned. This is Rock and David onto the Ugandan stance.